Well, hello everyone. I must admit, I'm a little bit excited. Chris has rung me and said he has gone electric. I've got my little Osmo Action up here now. It's got rock steady on, so hopefully it will be smooth. But anyway, I'm going to Echunga to meet up with Chris to see what he's got. I'm excited. An electric motorbike. Wow. Well, doesn't look like he's here yet. I want to have a coffee, so I hope he turns up soon. And he can have his chai latte.
Oh, hey.
Oh, Chris.
Hey.
He's here. Finally. You're here. I didn't hear you turn up.
How are you
Probably
going?
because it's electric.
Yeah, it was quiet.
Yeah, I didn't hear it. I didn't hear you turn up.
Yeah.
Can we have a look?
Oh, come on. Let's go and check it out.
All right. When you said you've gone electric, it was a big surprise to me.
Yeah.
A really big surprise. But I'm excited. Why did you park it all the way down here? I'm a bit confused. And why did you want to meet in Echunga? Why didn't we meet at our usual spots?
Well,
this is very confusing.
Well, it's very unusual for us to arrange a meeting. We usually just meet out of coincidence. We just happen to be in the same spot.
Anyway, I can't see any motorbike. I don't know where it is.
Motorbike?
Yeah.
What do you mean motorbike?
You said you went electric.
Hey? Yeah.
I mean, we ride motor... What?
It's an electric car.
What? Not a motorbike.
No.
I mean, that's yours.
Yeah.
That's your car.
Yep.
An electric car.
Yeah.
But why did you bring your jacket and your helmet?
It's protective clothing.
For a car. You're a cager now.
Oh, don't you have to wear this when you're driving a car? Oh.
Let's have a coffee, then let's take it for a drive, shall we?
So you don't need to wear a helmet or protective clothes?
Not in a car, Chris.
Why is that?
Hasn't been like that for years.
Oh.
Because you're in a cage. On a bike, you're not in a cage.
Airbags and all that.
All of that sort of stuff. You have nothing on a motorbike.
Well, they do say that this car is 5-star ANCAP rating. There was some delay because they had to adjust some anchor points for a... Because in Australia you're not allowed to put a child seat in the front seat, apparently.
Yeah.
But anyway, that doesn't concern me at all.
Well, the motorbike's not 5-star ANCAP rated.
No, it doesn't have
airbags or anything. I'm intrigued, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to happen to Annabelle?
Oh, Annabelle's what I've named my Suzuki.
Your GSX 1250 FA.
Annabelle is going to be still used until the registration runs out.
And when is that?
End of March. Mm. And then she's going to go into hibernation over winter. Because just to save money, I don't want to fork out insurance.
No. I know. He's become soft.
Well, yeah, okay.
He's old and soft. Not as old as me. So,
well, you know, this last winter was very wet.
It was wet.
Yeah, I do borrow Charmaine's car occasionally, but
you know, Chris used to be my... I don't know if idol is the word, but you know, I used to think, wow, so tough. Riding a bike all year round, whether it's hail, thunderstorms, earthquakes.
Carried all my work gear on it, and
but that's changed.
I don't think I'll be using my panniers or top box much anymore because I've got my car to take equipment and stuff.
So in winter, if Hornet and Bandit wants to do a video, you're either going to have to come on the back of mine or bring the car.
But when you look at our videos, we've done very few videos through winter, so
Yes, that's right. Yeah, no, you
so
are correct.
apologies
Because
about that.
yeah. So okay, so Annabelle will be mothballed over winter.
Do a seasonal registration. Oh, Charmaine's just got her bike back on the road.
Oh, when you're taking yours off.
Yeah,
good,
well, I still
good timing.
still got 3 months.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's okay.
Mm.
Yeah, and we'll still go on rides.
Well, shall we take the BYD
Atto 3.
Atto
3.
Atto 3, the extended battery version, so you can do 420 kilometres. Is that correct?
Yeah, it depends. Depending how you drive it.
Yep. See, I know it all already. Let's take it for a drive and see what all the hype's about, shall we? Looks like it's from the future, Chris. It's on.
Well, no, it's on now.
It's not very noisy.
No, very quiet. What do you think about that? Because the interior of this car is quite
It's
unique.
very,
Let me turn down the music.
very flash. Space AG is what I would call it.
I guess it's a subjective thing, whether you like an car's interior. A lot of people have criticised it, but I like it. To me, it looks like it makes every other car look ordinary, I think.
It makes other cars look dated.
Yeah.
My Corolla is this year's, and it looks outdated compared to this. Wow, look at that.
Here's a nifty thing. You can look at your surroundings in 3 dimensions.
Mm.
So it's using all the cameras that are around the car to look at, so you can see yourself from a third perspective. You can look at underneath your car. You can look at, like, if you're parking. So if you want to see lines underneath your car.
Or check if there are bombs.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you want to do navigation, and if you prefer, to see further ahead of you, you can just turn that around.
Wow.
And then, see further up the road if you want to do that. That's the main function I can think of that being for. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
So just put it in drive. And it makes a little bit of a pedestrian warning sound. You can change it to make it sound like there's a musical note.
It's very smooth.
It is, yeah.
Smooth and quiet.
And I've hardly used sport mode because the normal mode gives you plenty of power.
Well, it's electric, so you have instant torque, don't you?
Yeah. The electric motors are just fantastic, just for that torque and the efficiency of them as well. And so then it comes down to what power source and the battery chemistry. And this is a LFP battery, or LiFePO, sometimes they're called. So it doesn't quite have the range of the more expensive battery that you get in, like long-range Teslas. But it's safer, it lasts longer. Potentially, 500,000 to 1,000,000 kilometres you could get on a battery.
Very
So
fancy.
I'll do sports mode. Eco. Oh, there it is.
Certainly fast.
So it's not known as being particularly. It's nowhere near the performance Teslas, but it's certainly.
It's more
fast
than enough. Trust me. For the normal road, it's more than enough.
And it's effortless as well, which I really like. You don't hear, an engine struggling or changing up through the gears in order to give you that acceleration.
Oh, feel those Brembo brakes.
A lot of that is actually the KERS, Kinetic Energy Recovery System. A lot of that braking isn't even using the pads on your brakes. So so your brakes last a lot longer. and you recover energy back into the battery when you do brake. When you take your foot off the pedal, you regenerate energy, and there's a couple of different settings. And people are used to driving Teslas, which are one pedal driving.
Yeah, that's interesting. A one pedal driving, I find odd.
Yeah, what happens with this car is that you take your foot off the accelerator and it does recover a bit of energy, but then you put your foot on the brake and it recovers even more energy. So it's not actually weak, as some of the reviewers are saying. I found the tyres to be fine.
Yeah, I think they're very picky if they're picking an issue with the tyres. I mean, you know, they might not be Michelin or whatever, but they're perfectly good enough.
How did you find that, Tim?
Chris, I'm impressed. Seriously, it's actually even better than I thought. And I watched, I've watched a few videos on it, and they were all really, really good reviews. But really is better than I thought it would be. Seriously.
Yeah.
It's quiet, it's smooth, it's powerful.
I think this car should last me 25 years.
25?
At least.
At least.
Well,
Well,
I mean, things might start to
fall off.
I don't know if cars last that long these days, but the battery is good. And the battery is the big part of the cost of the car. You know, the electric motors last forever. So, yeah.
I really enjoyed the experience, the power, the quiet, the smoothness, and it's just a nice place to be. You know.
Actually, why do I have the indicator on? We've got that ticking through everything.
Oh.
Whoops.
Anyway,
sorry about the ticking noise. That was the indicator.
Just pretend that wasn't there. But I really like it. I think you've done well.
I've got to say, all the features are lovely. There's a few niggles with the software that have still got to, but there's over-the-air updates which will improve that in time. The most impressed thing I've been with is just the motor, the electric motor. I don't think I ever want to go back to driving a ICE car now. So
an internal combustion engine, ICE. Yeah, no, I like it. It's good. I think you've done well.
I'm nicer than a lot of EV drivers call ICE vehicles fossil cars.
I might be a fossil driving mine, but thank you for joining us. It's been a bit of a different video. See you next time.
Thanks for watching.